What's up guys, Untitled Studios here, and today we are going to be doing an unboxing video of a vacuum cleaner. Now, this video is a huge shout out to VacStack, who I will link in the video description. He actually did an unboxing of this machine when it was brand new, and since then he has very graciously, basically given the machine to me because it's obviously brand new, so he gave it to me for a very good deal. Very little money. So, obviously, excellent dude. Please go subscribe to his channel, VacStack. I actually tried to add the channel to the side subscription, the featured channels section in my YouTube channel, but unfortunately, YouTube would not let me. There was some weird glitch happening, and for some reason, you used to be able to put URLs in that box to add the channels. Nowadays, you have to search for it. It's not showing up. So I will link it in the description. Please go subscribe to him and watch his unboxing on this machine when it actually was brand new, so you can see that. It's an excellent video, excellent content, and I really hope that his channel can grow. He's also the same person who's let me borrow the Loop Pure cordless. That review will be coming soon. Sorry for the delay. We've been looking at a new house and everything, and it's just been so hectic right now because we're about to close on it, and it's been such a big process. Anyways, enough chitter chatter. I know a lot of people want to see the unboxing very instantly. I've already cut the tape on the box, and now we can immediately get into it. Huge shout out to VacStack. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I didn't get very much sleep last night, so if my words and sentences aren't making sense, and I sound like I seem a bit off, that is why. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and unbox this. Woohoo! So, now we have got the box right here. We're going to go ahead and flop it open. Apologies for the very poor quality mic and audio. Okay, there's more. Gonna need our box cutter here. Cut that tape. Same on the other side. Am I doing this right? Oh no, I have it ready. It's this side, and that flips open like this. It was packaged in an outer box, which is good. Oh wow. Bonus hand vac included. I don't think that hand vac is there. I believe, from what I understand, watching the original video that VacStack did on this, it appears that the person who originally owned this machine, and he can correct me if I'm wrong on this, because I'm going off memory here, so obviously I don't remember the full story about how he got the machine. So if he's watching this video and he wants to clarify the description, I'll gladly pin that comment. But it appears that the previous owner bought this, took the free hand vac out, and then didn't touch the actual vacuum cleaner. It would help if I actually get this out of this box, but it is packed very tightly in here. Thinking maybe if I put this on its side. It's, funnily enough, it's in a central vacuum box, which I do not own a central vacuum. There we go. Okay. So, now we have a box, which will come in handy. Actually, I don't know if that's the right size. It's the right thickness. I don't know if it's the right height. But either way, I can use something with that. So here we have it. This is the Eureka, I believe I'm supposed to put it up like this. So, very small box. I miss the days when vacuums were, the packages were more compact like this, because obviously that's better for business sense because you can fit more on a pallet. And the other thing is that it makes it easier for the customer to actually pick up the box because it's not so big and unwieldy. But I'm assuming a lot of brands have mostly gotten away from this design, specifically because I guess consumers just don't want to deal with assembly anymore, which is a bit ridiculous, but that's what the market wants, I guess. So we have actually no, is this, no, this is the top. There's no this side up, so it's hard to tell what the actual orientation of the box is. Oh, I see. So this box is so that way if you put it on the shelf like this, you can see everything. But then also if you want to put it up on its side, like that, then you can see all this. So that makes sense. So we can see Eureka MegaBoss. It has the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. That's good. High performance at value prices. It has the ergonomic back saver handle, a clean air system, ready to use attachments, a powerful 12-amp motor, 15-inch wide cleaning path, micron filtration, ready to use attachments. I already read that. Dual edge cleaning, a 7-position carpet height adjustment, and of course the ergonomic back saver handle. I know I already said that, but that's okay because I love the back saver handle on this. I do have a bagless version of this machine, the Eureka Whirlwind, but unfortunately I can't use it because one of the wheels on the back of the machine right here has actually locked up, and I haven't figured out the way to free up that wheel, and obviously that can scratch floors and isn't very good for the machine to actually use it. So I'd like to find some way to address that problem, but in the meantime we do have this. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and see what goodies lie within. Cutting the tape, cutting the tape, cutting the tape, cutting the tape, cutting the tape. I'm trying not to cut myself or the box. Okay, so it also is saying that it wants us to use genuine Eureka bags. Opening this up. Alrighty. So, this has been very playfully repackaged. We've got our 2 double extension wands. One very nice feature of these early Eurekas is that they have the double extension wands, but it also doesn't take up 2 slots on the vacuum like a lot of like a lot of Hoover and Dirt Devil machines. So we got our lovely 2 extension wands right there that store very nicely inside each other. We got our lovely Eureka crevice tools, something that you may seem familiar with, as they do still make these crevice tools to this day on the Mighty Mite machines. So there's that. We have a floor tool, which did not originally come with this machine, but there's some debris stuck in it. But I was told that this was basically just an extra floor tool that was stuck in here because why not? And I'm certainly not complaining. Free extra floor tool. Actually, does this? Aha! Okay, look at that. So, it looks like we wanted to use this to actually clean bare floors, since obviously this machine does not have any sort of brush roll shut off. It does have a stretch belt. I've also been told that the original belt, well, whether it's the original belt or not, the belt that is on this will likely need to be replaced, which makes sense if it is the original belt, because that's obviously deteriorated over the last 20, possibly going on 25 years. I believe this machine was from like 97, 98, something to that effect. Unfortunately, you do have styrofoam in the packaging, which is not good. Again, product of its time. I don't know, there's like bird seed in here or something. I don't know what that is. Probably was in the floor tool. Here we have our back saver handle. A little bit dusty, but a little wipe down. Take care of that. And there's more little like oats or something also stuck in the handle. That's funny. But we have our back saver handle. The sticker's starting to come off a bit. We can stick that, well, maybe we can't stick that back on. It looks like that's coming off. That's okay. Old packaging, what do you expect? We have our hose. It's the very poor quality non-stretch hose. This is a budget model after all. But still, very clean. Doesn't smell like anything. Obviously completely brand new. I mean, he did use it for like, what, 5 seconds or something? Man, not worried about that. Oh, you want to be a bit rough, be not rough with it actually. Oh, we have a dusting brush. This obviously is not the, I probably should turn off that baby monitor. This actually, is this the dusting brush? I believe this would work on my Dirt Devil Deluxe, I believe it's called. I believe this looks very similar to that dusting brush, or at least I've seen this dusting brush on a lot of those units. Point is, this is nice. I can use this on plenty of machines. And does this fit on this as well? It looks like it might. So if I want to use this instead of the, yeah, because this just uses standard fitting. So if I wanted to use this instead of what we find next, which is the legendary Eureka combo tool, something that I've had relatively bad luck finding, because even though Eureka still packages these with their Mighty Mites, you can't really buy these directly from Eureka anymore, which is such a shame, because my other Whirlwind actually is missing this attachment, but I do at least have one that I can use on either machine. So I do remember this tool very, very infamously, given the fact that my mom had a Eureka Whirlwind before she got her Dyson DC07. So we have that as well. We have, so we still have all the manuals and packaging. This will be interesting to go with. You can see it says Eureka rolled back. Obviously this machine went under a ton of different names, but this is definitely a machine that would be very interesting to go through as far as the literature later on and see what that's like. We got more of these peanuts. Where are all these little peanuts? Or what are these peanuts? Are these peanuts? Or are these pieces of like plastic? I don't know. Or popcorn kernels? I mean, I'm not complaining. We'll have something to test the vacuum out on. So, because I did vacuum this floor before I wanted to do this unboxing, so everything was nice and clean. Some of this cardboard is kind of broken, but it's crappy junk cardboard. What do you expect? Or not cardboard, styrofoam. Because styrofoam is evil and should be outlawed. And I'm not joking when I say that. I think it should be outlawed. It's very awful. Cardboard is much better. And not nearly as bad for the environment either. So now we have the main machine, which we'll find a way to get out of here. Packed in here very nicely. We'll go ahead and grab. Okay, maybe we can't. It's kind of wrapped up in there. Grab the machine. Okay. So here's the machine. It's a very nice black finish. Got some sticker residue right there. That's okay. Got some dirt in the box as well. Super really, I'm trying to film right now. Probably don't even know what a camera is. That's okay. It's okay, Bubba's. You're alright. Anyways, here is the main machine. It's very shiny. It's got a very, very glossy design. So there is a lot of dust on this. So I'm actually going to take a little break real quick. I'm going to clean this up before I actually assemble it. So I'm going to go ahead and there is a dusting brush. Make sure this is still filming as well, which it is. Okay, that's relatively clean. There we go. So as you can see, this is okay because this baby absolutely loves vacuum, so he'll get to experience this new Eureka alongside the rest of us. Anyways, so this thing that pushes out. That's interesting. Okay, so this thing's relatively clean. There's still like a little bit of dust here and there, but it shouldn't be too bad. Actually, we'll get a little bit more. Anyways, so if we look at the serial date, the serial number is 99361, which means this machine was manufactured on the 361st day of 1999. It says the Eureka Company, Bloomington, Illinois, 61701. So obviously it says one of the Eurekas that was made at the Bloomington plant, right here in the good old Illinois. So now there's some sticker residue on the top here. We're just going to ignore that. The handle will come with it anyways. So we're going to first install the handle after I clean this up a bit. My question is, where are the screws? Okay, so that just simply slides on, just like that, very similar to what you find on a pistol. But there are two screws on the back here. The question is, where are those screws? Ah, I have found them. They are in the back of this little section. So they're very nicely wound up in a twist tie. Very clever. So we're just going to undo that. We'll be able to grab these two screws. And it appears, yep, those are the only screws we're going to need. All the other screws are currently installed in the machine. Oh, okay. It didn't fly crazy far away. So we're going to put this screw in. We're just going to start driving these in with our fingers, and then I'll go ahead and grab a screwdriver and drive them in the rest of the way. Ooh, that felt like it stripped something, but it is still threading, so that's... Okay, yeah, so that... Okay, it's the opposite, so it did not strip. Now we're going to grab a screwdriver.
Oh, right there, somebody can...
This is a flathead screwdriver, but hopefully, yes, these are the ones that are also flathead. So we can screw those in, nice and tightly. So this machine is 1999. So this machine is, wait, this said 361st day. Oh, so that's right at the end of 1999. So this thing is almost exactly 20 years old. Wait, no. 21, 22, something like that. No, yeah, 21, because it hasn't been the 361st day of 2021 yet. So it hasn't quite turned 22, but it is at least 21. So it is old enough to drink. But I do not recommend feeding beer to your vacuum cleaner. So that hopefully should not be a thing. So we're going to grab all the other parts we need, which are the hose. So this hose, and you have to say it like that, hose, just has a little tab right here, and there's a little tab in it right there. So how does this go on? I know there's a way to do it. I don't remember the way to do it. I haven't worked on one of these in so long. It has been a hot minute. So see, there's a tab right here. Oh, I did this wrong. I have to put the hose in before I put on the handle. Oops. Give me a break, guys. I literally have not put one of these together in a very long time. And I don't even think I've ever worked on this model, like the one with the plastic nose instead of the stretch nose. Because I'll be honest, even though these were everywhere when I was a kid, none of them, or I shouldn't say none of them, they were very rarely actually brought to me. Because I'm assuming most people just discarded these and replaced them instead of actually getting them serviced. That's my guess. You know, the only reason I even got the ones that I did is one of them was at a thrift store, the other one was on eBay. So this actually has to come back off. Let's slide. Oh, are you sneezing? What can you COVID? And babies even carry COVID? I don't know if they can.
I think they can get it. I don't know if they can carry it.
Yeah, that's not even coming off now. Yeah. This is.
Is there like a button to push?
I don't think so. Oh, there we go. It was just stiff. Brand new machine after all, even though it is old. So, yeah. So it just sits in, and then when you put the handle on, it covers that tab and holds it in place. That is a bit dumb, if you ask me. But yeah, because this doesn't click or anything, so that just sits in there. Okay. So now we're gonna do it right. Oh, and it's spit out some more chromies. So we'll get that real quick. Okay. See, and we got a whole audience now. We got the dog and we've got the baby. Now we slide this back on. There we go. See?
He's enjoying it too.
Yeah, I can tell he's enjoying it. Where did I put those screws? Oh, I'm not going to enjoy it if I can find the screws. Okay, here we go. So thank you again, Backstack. I don't know if you want me to refer to you as your actual name or not, but yeah. I will say these screws are very poor quality screws. They are shedding onto the screwdriver, so that's not good. I'm really worried about stripping these screws out, but hopefully I won't have to disassemble this too many other times. Or hopefully that's not the actual screws, and that's just the cardboard and styrofoam just getting in the screw heads. This is why. What? Maybe. This is why you would prefer to use a Phillips to a flathead, but it appears that my Phillips head has been lost by my lovely fiance. So now we just wrap this around this hose hook right here, into this little hook down here, and it's just friction fits. We just push it onto the bottom right there, and there we go. Now the hose is installed. It's very similar to a lot of other machines you'll find nowadays, like Long Bissels, only because it's a top-fill bag, it just loops straight around. And top-fill bags are very nice. So we're not going to actually wrap up the cord, but you wrap it around these winders. There's no quick-release cord hooks or anything like that. It took Eureka a very long time to get that. Some of these wands do have some scuffs on them, but from storage I would expect that. So obviously the small wand goes back into the big wand, sits in this little groove back here, and then clicks into place, just like that. And this cord does fit into this little hook right here, or it can go in this hook up here, but you have either option. And then finally, the two other onboard attachments include the crevice tool and the combination tool. So the combination tool slips on the dual post up here, and the crevice tool slides into this little slot back here. So it just slides in just like that, and there we go. The Eureka Victory is Eureka Victory / Voltvac / MegaBoss. I don't know what it is with budget vacuum companies where they'll take the exact same machine and rebrand it 14 times depending on what color and what store it's at, even if it's fundamentally the same machine. And that is a trend that still continues to this day, unfortunately. But, you know, I do like the Victory name, because you are victorious. You are victorious with your quest of cleaning, hence the desire to shout the word, Eureka, my floors are clean. At least hopefully that's what I will say once I plug this in and give it a test run. So, go ahead. I'm definitely going to hold on to those manuals and I'll open the box in the meantime. These two extra little attachments I will go ahead and set aside for now. And again, I'll just throw all this crap just wherever I can throw it. And we can give this thing a lovely little test run.
Ready?
Okay. Move these out of the way.
Ready to hear this one?
Is the baby ready to hear the new vacuum? The new old vacuum? Let's see, is this still recording? Yes, it is. We've been recording for 26 minutes now. Okay. So I did see a bag when I was putting the hose, but also, how did this bag go come off? Oh. Just, what does it say? Pull. Okay. Well, there we go. Pull. Let's see. Pulls on one side. There we go. Okay. We'll get some debris in here. I don't know why we have so much and debris. You do have a good bag in here. Looks fine to me. The filter looks good. There is some dirt actually on this filter. So before we run this, how does this come out? I don't know how this bag comes out. I guess I'll just ignore that and figure that out later. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Looks like we might need a crevice tool because I want to make sure that all the dirt that's in this machine is in the bag and not potentially in the bag chamber where it can get sucked into the motor. Hope it would help if I install that in the correct orientation. I can't even get those last little bits. Oh well. Maybe if I turn the machine over, maybe those little bits will fall out. That works. There we go. Shake all that out. It's very odd. Oh, that fell. This is a very fun video. Put that back on. Is all that out of there? Yep, that's pretty much all out of there. But the filter is still in place. That's what we want. Tuck the bag back in. Put the bag door back on. Which thankfully I believe you can still get the bags. There we go. Okay.
We'll be right back so that she doesn't just
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pause it real quick. Alright, so now we can go ahead and plug in this machine and give it the old test run. So the question is, I guess we'll just plug it in back here in the bedroom. Doesn't seem like a terribly long cord by any stretch of the imagination, but this is a more budget model, and it doesn't seem like it's, too terribly short for, if I was to actually use this, then I'm sure it'd be fine. Okay, I just plugged it in. It didn't immediately, start up and catch on fire, so that's a good sign. And I'm getting a call from a spam number right now. That's not incredibly annoying. We're just going to ignore that. No headlight on this unit or anything like that. You have a few scratches on it, but that's no big deal. So, we're going to point this at the ground, and we can see. I'm going to go ahead and power this on. I didn't think to turn the brush roll by hand. Oh yeah, that belt is loose. Yep, so it does need a belt. Blew a little bit of dust out, that's okay. Did we even look at the bottom plate? Look at that brush. Can't hardly see that. Look how fresh that is. Very nice, fresh brush roll. Stiff bristles. Wheels are perfect. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright. So this will need a belt, but we'll still run it as is. Worst case scenario, if it does burn through or start to burn through, I can stop this. So I'll turn this on. Good amount of suction. Let's see, we're going to put it on medium. Oh, wow. Yeah, so back saver handle is definitely not a lie. This thing is incredibly easy to push. It has a very good amount of suction. Seems like it has a ton of airflow. The other thing I will say, obviously there's no HEPA bag in here, so I am seeing a little bit of dust kind of escape the machine a bit. And you know, it's not too bad. Obviously, I'm sure I could probably find HEPA bags for this machine, or at least a suitable HEPA bag alternative, even if it's not the actual Eureka style. But this machine works beautifully. Obviously, it needs a new belt. And I did notice that as far as vacuuming up the little trinkets that were on the floor, all the little popcorn pieces and the styrofoam pieces, there were quite a few times when I would run over some of those pieces, and then whenever I pull the vacuum back, some of them will pop out from underneath the machine. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if that's because of the belt. Maybe the brush roll is stopping and the suction is just not picking it up for whatever reason. I don't see any signs of the machine being clogged, and it has a decent amount of suction. It's not a crazy amount of suction, but it's, you know, it's alright. So that is a bit funky. I don't know if that's just a discrepancy with these machines or whatever, but it does still groom very well. It does still, it's not that loud. It seems like it's a fairly quiet machine. Obviously the motor is in perfect condition. I see and hear zero issues with the motor, and the handling of it is very nice. The appearance, it looks really cool. This black with the yellow color scheme just looks awesome. And Yeah, so it's definitely one of those things where it's a very nice machine to have. I'll go ahead and take it off the tripod real quick, and we can see that this machine, you can see the way it looks, all of that. So very, very nice. You can even get a little cord hook up here, pop that right in there, keep the cable out of the way. And so, you know, I'll try running it again, this time handheld and without my foot being tangled up in the cord. Again on the medium setting. I gotta say, having one of these in the condition that's in makes me surprisingly happy. I actually didn't think that having one of these in this good of a condition would actually excite me all that much. I kind of just thought, oh, you know, it's cool. I mean, you know, I had one similar to this as a kid, but it wasn't really mine. It was bagless. I figured it wouldn't be that, you know, all that nostalgic. You know, it's the one without the headlight. It's the one with the wide path that I actually don't prefer as much. I'm sure you know, for the price, I'll still certainly grab it. It'd still be really cool to have, and it'd still be really cool to have in the collection. But I was kind of thinking like, oh, it's just neat, you know. The offer was given for me to grab it for pretty cheap, and I thought, well, I might as well. I'm sure there's no harm. You know, since I'd be helping out a friend, you know, sort of clean up and make some space, and, you know, I figured, why not? But now that I actually have this in my possession, I gotta say, like, I'm fairly, I don't know if impressed is the right word, because it is a budget machine. It's not gonna be the most impressive thing in the world, but it really is a pleasure to use. Like, that back saver handle, Eureka really did think about how that would work. At least for me, I have plenty of back issues, but obviously everyone's back issues, even if you have back issues, they'll feel it in different ways. You know, it'll affect them in different ways. But for me, this thing is just effortless to push, no matter how I hold on to that handle. You know, because a lot of times I'll even hold on to a handle where it's like I'm just barely even touching like the very tip of the handle, and I can still push and pull this thing on this medium pile carpet with no issues whatsoever. It's just very, very seamless. It works. There really is not much to complain about. And the hose, yes, it is a plastic hose, but it actually does still have some stretch to it. And because of the fact that, however Eureka designed this hose was actually very smart, because you can actually still forcibly stretch it a little bit, and the suction on the machine doesn't clamp the hose down to the point where it becomes very difficult to use and where you have to fight with the hose to make it usable. The way that it's designed, the way that it's laid on the vacuum, you actually can use this for cleaning upholstery and all sorts of stuff like that. It'll be interesting to see with the wands if it can actually reach up to the top of that sort of a thing. And since this is in the condition that it's in, I do think that I might use this as a daily for maybe a couple days. Not, you know, not for an extended period of time. And for some reason I'm getting another spam call, this time from Michigan. But it's already gone. But this thing, I would like to see if I can get HEPA bags for this, because at a minimum, as you know, as a machine I can pull out once in a while and use, well, especially since it's in as good of a condition that it's in, and with how often I vacuum anyways, it's not like there's going to be a bunch of pet hair and crap going into this machine. I really do think, I already wasn't having a very good day today, and I gotta say, getting this really does kind of put a smile on my face, and I can't gush enough about this thing. Yes, it's not perfect. Like I did say, it did struggle with some of the debris on the floor, but I mean, I gotta give a big shout out to, again, Vaxtack. Please go subscribe to his channel, and please show him some love. Last I checked this, the unboxing of this was the only video he had. Hopefully, whenever I get the loop reviewed, I can send that back to him, and hopefully he can do a video on that, maybe some other videos, whatever he wants, obviously. But the point is, go subscribe to his channel so that when he does make another video, you guys can see it. Give him some love, give him some support. Also, another thing is that he's actually my founding Patreon member, which is another reason why I just think he's a super cool dude. And again, if you guys want to contribute to the Patreon, especially to make the moving situation and everything a little bit easier, a little bit less stressful, that'd be really cool. But obviously, you're not obligated to do so. Simply watching the videos is awesome enough, considering you're not obligated to do that either. It's just whatever you want to do, and I really appreciate it regardless. I love every single person who's watching this video right now, and obviously I really do enjoy this machine as well. So I know I may sound a little bit monotone. I'm not running on a ton of sleep. Life's been pretty hectic recently, but I gotta say, this does make it a lot sweeter. I do have 2 other machines coming as well. They're actually machines that are not too foreign to those who have been around on the channel for a while, but they're also coming from another very good friend of mine, who I will also plug his channel as well when those machines arrive. And so that's definitely something that I'm looking forward to as well. So, and again, if you guys do want some of the machines that I'm selling, in my last video I did talk about a lot of machines that I'm selling. I can get videos on those machines done and get them sold. I'd like to get more machines sold, get them out of here, make the move a little bit less hectic, because it is happening very soon. And I would love it if you guys could like this video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Vaxtack as well. I know I'm probably rambling at this point. I'm not very good at talking succinctly. But anyway, guys, this is Untitled Studios signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you all have a good one, and yeah, thank you guys so much for the support and everything else. I just can't say enough nice things about my audience and everyone who supports the channel and supports me throughout this endeavor of fixing and messing around with these old junk vacuums. So anyways, This is Untitled Studio signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you all have a good one. Peace.